Good morning, Phaedra from Phaedra Gardeness. Today I've got a bit of a different video. I want to talk you through my gardening uniform, which is not this. For years I've been trying to figure out what to wear in the summer. I've got very fair skin, we're in Australia and the UV rays are very high through summer and also in the shoulder seasons. And it was just so much effort to try not to get sunburnt. So I was always putting lots of sunscreen on, which my skin doesn't like. I get a reaction from it. It makes you sweat a lot. And just always trying to manage sunburn. And I'd get little weird ones, like I've got long arms, so I'd get, you know, a little bit of sunburn where my top would lift up and there was a gap between that and my gloves. I had a hat at one point. It's a really pretty straw hat, a woven one, but I was getting a sunburnt head and a sunburnt face. It was burning me through the hat. Just different things like that. Having to wear heavy layers so I didn't get sunburnt through it. Always long sleeves. Anyway, I've finally figured it out and I thought I'd share it with you. And it's not your typical farmer look, but it works really well for me and I'm really liking it. And I haven't had a sunburn since wearing it. So let me talk you through it. I am going to try and find as many links as I can. I'll put them in the description below this video so that if you want to try and find these same items, you'll be able to get it, or something very similar with the same characteristics at least. The first thing is leggings. In the summer, I just find them so much more versatile. They're very stretchy, which is always good. So I feel like they're very movable. I always get the ones with the pockets. I do have a couple without pockets and I find them so annoying, but I can fit my phone or some secateurs, put them upside down in here so that they don't make a hole. These are also a very, very tight weave so I don't get sunburnt through them. They're not rated as UV protective clothing, but they are a lycra and I haven't been sunburnt through them. I'm not going to put any links for these. I'll put a link for these ones that I've got. These are the Exotic Athletica ones. I'm not sure you can get them in other countries, but we have them in Australia. The only thing I will say about buying them from there is there's been some inconsistency. So I'll buy the exact same type of legging, exact same size. There's been some inconsistencies with the fabric weight. I bought a pair that just won't stay up, so it seems to have a different type of stretch to it. I haven't been able to find anything better, that's why I'm buying them. But I always worry, what am I going to get this time? The next piece, the core piece it's a rashi, so it's just a swim top. It's actually UV rated, so I think it's 50 UV for 50 plus, which is really, really good, and I'm loving it. I am getting constant questions, aren't I hot because it's black and I'm out in the heat in the black? I'm so used to wearing long sleeves and long pants all summer anyway, just because of my skin, that this actually feels cooler to me than wearing a long sleeve shirt. The sweat kind of wicks into the fabric, so it's not like wearing a shirt and you're sweating underneath it and the sweat's dripping off you. I'm still sweating, but I don't notice it in this. There were a couple of times this summer I threw a light coloured t-shirt over the top of this and I didn't really find it made a massive difference. The reality is, working out in the field here, it is very, very hot and it's often humid. Not humid like the tropics, but we've got this weird kind of humidity that just sucks the life out of you. That's going to happen no matter what I'm wearing. So this has been really good. So I'm going to put this on. Okay. This is it. It is fairly tight. Mine has a zip, which I really like because I can get in and out of it without it pulling my head off. I had thought I would have liked to have the high neck, but it actually worked out better to have this lower neck. And the reason why it doesn't matter that I don't have a high neck is because I got a really cool hat, and I'll show you that now. This hat was actually from Alibaba. I know a lot of people don't like to purchase from Alibaba, so I do have a link to a very similar one on Amazon. And a few people have purchased it and they said it's really good. The one thing it does have that this one doesn't have, it's got a size adjuster on the inside of the one on Amazon. It did have another feature as well, and I can't remember what that is. Oh, it has some mesh on the side, and these do kind of get hot. You can hear the birds. They're very loud. As soon as I talk, they'll get going. They do have a mesh, it has a mesh panel on the side which lets some air in onto your head, which would be helpful. But I've got this one now, so I just wear it. And it's got the long flap on the back, so it shades my neck. And it's really, really good. And because the brim is a wide brim, it's keeping the sun off my face. I do wear sunscreen though. I have sunscreen on my face and my neck. It's a tinted moisturizer, so it's one that I don't have an allergy to. So this is the hat. Next. The next piece that I've found very helpful for me is these UV sleeve protectors. So they're UV fabric, which means they don't let the sun in. Everything I wear is too short, so this may not be something, I'm just going to take the hat off while I talk. This may not be a problem that you have, but I have long arms, so every time I wear something it rides up a little bit and I get a bit of my skin exposed and I get sunburnt on my wrists. So I just put these on and I pull them up, and it just ensures that my wrists don't get burnt. You can get another version of these that have the thumb hole, so it actually comes down this far, and in hindsight that would have been better, so you can't get burnt through your gloves. I haven't had a problem with it yet, but if you care about your skin, you don't want the backs of your hands to age faster than your face. So any kind of skincare and treatment that you do to your face, you should also do to the back of your hands to protect them as well, and your neck. So yeah, next time I buy a pair, I'll get the thumb ones. I will put links, if I can find them, I'll put links to the thumb ones in the description. So that's my arm protectors. I'm a kid of the 80s, and I remember my dad wearing these over his boots every day to work. Not these ones, he had manly looking ones, but these are the little cuffs that go over the ankle. And because I don't wear boots in the summer, it's too hot. And I like the flexibility of sneakers. So I've got an old pair of sneakers that I wear, but every time I'm moving dirt, the soil gets down into my socks or down into my shoes, and I really don't like it. So I wear these so that it protects my feet from getting that dirt all over them. I forgot to say, I'm a millennial, and it feels like an absolute atrocity to wear long socks. We grew up wearing ankle socks. That's what was cool when we were teenagers. But I do wear long socks. So I've got the long socks, and it's the same deal. I have that little band of skin on my ankle, and if I don't cover it up, it'll get sunburn. And I have had sunburn on that little gap between the top of my socks and my ankles, so we'll put those on. I didn't put them on because I just don't like long socks, but if I wasn't going to wear the sock protectors, I would put these on just to protect my ankles, but the sock protectors are covering my ankles for now. Sneakers. I've always got a pair of these Adidas on the go. I just love them so much. They're absolutely filthy. It's the most ridiculous color to wear in the field, but I've just got them because they're very comfortable. They're broken in and I love them. So that's why I'm wearing white runners. Wear whatever you want. I just don't wear boots in the summer because they're so hot. They're a bit inflexible, and I don't really need that much protection on my feet in the summer. Some would say that I should be wearing boots because of the snakes, but we haven't really had snakes out in the field this year, so I feel fine wearing these. I wear knee protectors. These are just cheap ones from Bunnings. They were like, I don't even know, less than $5, I think, maybe less than 10. I just wear them on my knees to protect my knees. It's got nothing to do with the sun. It's just so I'm not moving a kneeling pad around all the time, sort of chasing my own kneeling pad. I lose enough things out in the field without having to worry about a kneeling pad as well. So I just wear them so they're on me all the time. They stay put. I'm up and down on my knees all day long, and it's protecting my knees. And I do want to say, for you youngins that are out in the field, as you get older, your knees start to feel it. So look after them when you're younger. And my last piece of equipment is the gloves. I just wear gloves all the time. Right now I've got fingernails, I need to cut them off. You'll see why in a few videos time, why I've got time to grow fingernails, because we've had a bit of a mishap and I haven't been able to work. They're coming off today because I'm back at work. I just wear the gloves. These ones are not UV protected. So like I said, I could get burnt through the backs of the gloves. So it's something to consider with your gloves. I go through these really fast. These are cheap ones. It doesn't matter what gloves I buy, I end up going through the fingertips. So I just buy cheap ones now. And unfortunately, it's one of those products that I have to keep throwing out. I just don't know that there's much I can do about it, because the leather ones, the heavier plastic, everything, I'm just going through them because I'm using my hands so much in the field. So that's my gloves. And this is the uniform. I'm completely covered up. I know I look like a bit of a ninja out in the flower field, but that's why I'm wearing what I'm wearing. That's the reasoning behind my uniform. I realise I don't look like a typical farmer and I don't really care. I am really happy with this outfit. It's working for me really well. I would love to hear if you've found something that works for you out in the field. Leave it in the comments below and I'll see you in the next video. Forgot to tell you about my sunnies. I also wear sunglasses, and the tip is use an old pair for the farm. I have broken some really nice glasses out in the field. See ya, bye.